talk to Mrs. Santa Claus. Do you have her phone number?
She's so cute.
Remember how cute
yes.
she was? Adorable. Raven Symone on The Cosby Show, of course. She's all grown up and actually stirring up quite a controversy after declaring to Oprah that she prefers not to be labeled either by race or by her sexual orientation.
Just as Oprah predicted, her comments caused a social media firestorm, leaving a lot of people scratching their heads and asking, okay, not gay, not African American, so who is Raven Symone?
I don't want to be labeled gay. I want to be labeled a human who loves humans. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Oh, girl, don't set up
get
the Twitter on fire.
But that's exactly what Raven Symone's bold statement did.
She's getting some serious backlash on Twitter for a remark she made about labels.
The Twitterverse went crazy since last week. Tweets with the hashtag Raven Symone have been tweeted out over 20,000 times. The reaction was so severe, forcing Raven to respond with this statement, quote, "I never said I wasn't black. I want to make that very clear. I said I am not African American."
I think she's contradicting herself. You know, you can't say I'm not an African American and expect people to not think that you're saying that you're not black.
Cultural commentator Jasmyne Cannick explains why Raven's comments alienated part of her community.
I think for a lot of people, especially in my generation, who grew up watching her on television and maybe looking up to her as a role model, and for us being proud of being who we are, to hear her say something like that, it's kind of a downer.
I connect with each culture.
You are a melting pot in one body.
A lot of Raven's issues with being described as African American might come from her not knowing exactly where her ancestors came from.
I don't know where my roots go to. I don't know how far back they go.
Ancestry.com might be a nice first step. Raven's stance on her race has changed significantly since she sat down with us 3 years ago.
I'm an African American. You can tell if you take my weave off. My hair grade.
The Talk's Aisha Tyler defends Raven.
She's entitled to define herself in whatever way she wants to. And I think what she's reacting to is the reaction she got, which is, we're going to tell you who you are. We're going to tell you what your identity is based on what we see.
And Raven's not the only strong black female voice that's been upfront about her refusal to be pigeonholed. Whoopi Goldberg has gone on the record on this very subject, quote, "I'm not African American, I'm American, born and raised. As soon as you hyphenate it, it means I'm not a full American."
How do you figure out who you are when you're in an industry where you're constantly being platformed and the rest of the world makes their conclusions based on the platform?
Therapy.
Therapy.
And if Raven's Oprah combo hadn't already got people talking enough, she snuck in this little secret.
Do you have a celebrity crush? Do you have one?
Janet Jackson.
All right now.
I really love how open Raven was with Oprah.
Good for her.
Bravo, Raven. I don't like labels either. In a perfect world, we'd all just be. I'm not sure we can try that line yet with the police with the TSA, but hopefully one day.
Well, she's a cool chick.